action here in the third. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
And Andrews lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Gun. Cut. Can. Cut.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. A beautiful fake. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 90 yards rushing for him now here in week one. A very solid start to this new campaign. Charles, you look at that run, and in your garrulous and loquacious manner, how would you break down the Nick dynasty that occurred when that was bounced outside? It was almost Machiavellian, wasn't it?
The capricious dichotomy of their play calling is almost a non sequitur. And Brandon, I have to say, my friend, the ubiquitous cacophony of your ostentatious, sycophantic ramblings have left me in a state of ennui.
Do you always have to one-up me? I thought I was bringing the thunder. I had to look those words up all morning, and then you do that.
Wide 80. Cut.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Here we go.
3rd down and 6 yards.
Looking to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he will take it all in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals extend their lead yet again. Well, CD, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into week 2. This has been an impressive week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now it's It's Jackson. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Working in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you can make excuses for each and every one of them. But the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate 1 fumble, 2's, oh, my goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Get set.
At the Ravens 19.
Right back to Brown. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Here we go. Stop.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He'll try to do it himself. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Jackson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Returnable here from the 38. Pushing his way through. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Gun. Stop.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And all the way in for a 6 And he scored. Chase Brown with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McPherson on for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Well, I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22. And now here come the Ravens. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Throwing is Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 27 yards.
Jackson now. They set up the screen for Henry. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Second down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Here's Jackson. He's got Derrick Henry again. Back-to-back catches. Oh, bowls over him. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
That's good for Baltimore. First down. A gain of 15. First down.
Jackson. Looking good. Now the ball comes loose. And the Bengals grab it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers. They want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And they're going to speed things up here.
Brings up second and 7.
Now it's Burrow. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And some room to work. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That was a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
First and 10 at the 46-yard.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
And taking it across midfield and inside of the 45. So in Raven territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 43. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Jamar Chase, 42 yards. And the Bengals get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And McPherson on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Ravens offense back out there. That's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover for his squad.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Sit hard. Sit hard.
Here's Jackson to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on here to punt it away. Taking it about the 16. A nice little juke. Still fighting for more. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Covered a lot of ground there, 81 yards on the punt return. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control.
And as soon as they hand a rookie his playbook, they say you better make your mark on special teams if you want to hang around. I'd say returning one for a touchdown will definitely leave a memory.
Yeah, that's a pretty indelible mark here early on in his career. McPherson now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Well, we know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there all the way back for 6.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals have recovered it. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
Here we go.
An inside give, Brown. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Play action. It's Burrow. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
5-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He'll try and do this himself. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jamar Chase, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are pouring it on. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And Charles, we haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. How can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. To the right side, hauled in by McMillan. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
And the Baltimore.
Now Jackson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. A handoff running left. Henry trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not 1 bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
We're taken right on the 30. Dances by him. Powering his way forward. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime